Yeah, just, the message to the guys is just be us. It's not about, who they are or what they do. Of course, we have to lock in on the game plan. But at the end of the day, as long as we prepare to our level, prepare to our standard, then, nothing else matters.
It seems like teams this year, just before the interception, they had a false start that pushed them back, and it seems like you guys are taking advantage when other teams are making mistakes, especially with penalties. Do you guys trying to feed off that when you see teams trying to make either mental mistakes or take penalties like that?
Just being able to take advantage of. I feel like you kind of just answered the question. Yeah, just taking advantage of other people's mistakes, just like any other team would do if it was us. You know what I mean?
The ball disruption seems higher than maybe even in past seasons. What's been working on that front?
Just the daily emphasis of our 4 pillars: block destruction, communication, good effort and angles, and ball disruption. The coaches made that a big emphasis for the defense this offseason. We knew that going into this year, I think we were last team in the country in turnovers. So that was something that we wanted to turn around going into this season.
Mikey, Mike Barrett talked a little bit about kind of with him being a 6th year, it's a different perspective than a guy who's a freshman. And, you're kind of in a similar position where, you have 3 dogs, a bunch of pets. It's just a little bit of a different position than a freshman living in South Quad, right? How do you kind of try to guide these freshmen who are new to living by themselves, new to this program, new to everything like that? How do you use your voice kind of both on and off the football field?
I would say, just letting the freshmen know, some things might move fast at a certain time, some things might be slower. Just take things day by day. Look for people who have been through and who have done what you're currently going through, and don't be afraid to ask for help, because at the end of the day, this is a family. We all know what it feels like to be a freshman, to be in a dorm, to come to practice and not know what's going on all the time. Like, we've been through that fire, but it's all about how you attack it, how you what your mindset is. And if you let yourself get down, then you will be down. But as long as you're grabbing onto people who can help you, then you'll be okay.
And this game is usually known as the game to throw the record book away. So what has been the outlook on Michigan State's game plan, despite their record right now?
We know that with some, coaching staff changes, they might have, different things that they'll do compared to what they did earlier in the year. So for us, our focus is just be ready for, unexpected things. Michigan State has shown a tendency in big rivalry games or big games, to have trick plays every here and there. And the fact that we let up a trick play for a touchdown last week, we're expecting that. So just being able to go to practice and, lock in on the small details, lock in on the game plan, it'll set us up for success on Saturday.
Do you see much difference in their 2 quarterbacks that they played this year?
I say one quarterback's more athletic than the other. But I feel like they do both, give a chance on the 50-50 ball with how high of an arc that ball is in the air. But, in a game like this, expect, the best from both of them.
Like, what do you remember about that 2021 game in East Lansing? Is that still living?
No, not really. Coach Harbaugh says a faithful man forgives, a smart man forgets, the Harbaughs remember. There you go. Yep, there you go. So, of course, saying that, we remember what happened last year in the tunnel. We remember what happened in 21, but none of that matters on Saturday. All we can do is just focus on where we are right now in this moment and what we can do to be the best team on Saturday.